this time presentation of the Northern Jerusalem Initiative by Miss Anna Ebedam. Yeah, the floor is yours.
Your Excellency, the Ambassador, distinguished academics, honored guests, thank you very much for inviting us and presenting our rather young and new initiative, rather very important and with already fruitful results. Let me at first introduce myself. I am not a historian, I am a psychologist, and for the last 15 years I have been working as a recruitment consultant. And when half a year ago I was invited to take part in this initiative, which is aimed at preserving the heritage, the cultural heritage of the Lithuanian Jews, I had almost no doubts. I had one doubt, how to combine my professional work and this activity, but I had three very important reasons why to join this project. The first reason is that this project is unique because it is initiated by Lithuanian people, Lithuanian businessmen and lawyers and rather influential people today in Lithuania. And I thought that I want to support this initiative because if young people, and not only young people in Lithuania, see that such Lithuanians take this initiative, maybe it will for sure help to fight anti-Semitism. The second reason is that you will be presented later with a project of the Litvaks Center, Art of Art and Culture. And I am very glad and proud to say that my parents, being construction specialists, are contributing into this project by making the construction part completely for free. And so I have been raised in the family where Jewish matters were very important, and the atmosphere of contributing is natural. And the third reason, which is very personal and very important for me, that my grandmother, during the first days of the Second World War, lost her husband. He was killed, and she remained with two young boys. One was 3 years old, and another one was 4 months old. And we still don't understand how she survived the Holocaust. And today one of these boys is a rather famous doctor in Haifa, in Israel, and the second one is my father. He's those who come from Lithuania, most of them you probably know him, is Professor Parasomis. So I'll try to make our presentation short, and then it was planned, but still I would like to tell the most important things. Did you know this question doesn't make sense in this audience? You probably know that it was an amazingly peaceful coexistence of different nations in the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. And we take this like an example and want to learn from it and to bring the best things from this into present and future. And let me illustrate our idea, the idea of our project, by this picture of a Lithuanian artist, Savickas. You can see here a Jewish man and a Lithuanian man. And this is the idea of making bridge of these two nations. I will not tell the historic parts, but I'll tell a little bit in what conditions do we act today and we're happy to observe that our government today, as Your Excellency Ambassador told, that the Lithuanian government now has a historical and economic interest even in Israel, and is speaking about restoring the historical justice and about education on Holocaust. And we are happy to see that more and more public projects are initiated to educate on Jewish history. Maybe you have heard that the last one is very interesting. Our famous journalist initiated a project which is called To Be a Jew. She invites children from Lithuanian schools, and those children for one day they are putting on their heads kippahs, and they are making a tour to the synagogue, to the community, to different places connected, related to the Jewish life, and they are trying to feel how it is to be a Jew. And as also previous speakers had said, that today Lithuanian historians and journalists and other public figures acknowledge that we still know very little about the cultural heritage of the Lithuanian Jews. And we want to promote, and we still know very little about tolerance, because tolerance is something that should be learned, and we need to make efforts on this issue. And today in Lithuania, in this even our activity, we come across numerous articles, books, even conferences in Lithuania on these themes, but most of them are in Lithuanian language, and hence they are hardly accessible to Litvaks all around the world. And the spread of this valuable information is one of our aims, and because of that, one of the first people that we employed was the specialist of the English language. So Northern Jerusalem is a public non-profit institution established last year by following private companies and individuals. You will see there. And our aims are to spread the knowledge about Litvak's history and cultural heritage, to support researchers, historians, and other people and organizations who make efforts to shed light on unexplored areas. How can we support? For example, we came across a very interesting work of Professor Andrijauskas, probably most of you know him, who works very much on Lithuanian heritage, but he has also no possibilities to publish his works in English language. So we shall definitely support him. Another thing is we are planning to install signs related to the Litvak's history in Lithuanian towns and countrysides, and we even have rough drafts of several of them, and our founders are negotiating with the municipalities about all the agreements, necessary agreements. Our current projects. The central project is creating a virtual museum of the Litvak's heritage. We call it a museum, but it's not really a museum because it's not an investigation and scientific organization. It's a place, a virtual place, where we place all the information that is maybe not exhibited in different places. And it is a place where we aim to make it a user-generated content. We now thinking how to attract people to place their family stories in this museum. Their photographs that many of you probably and of Litvaks have in their cupboards, and we don't see and don't read about that. Reproduction of the fragments of the Great Vilna Synagogue, which has already received support from the Vilnius municipality, a very, very complicated project, but we have our plans how to help this project to see the light. And by the way, this week, a famous architect from Israel, Tzila Zak, which is the author of the current project, she is visiting Vilnius, and tomorrow she will have a meeting with the mayor of Vilnius, and one of our founders also is invited to this meeting, and they will discuss and think how to make it move forward. As I said, installing memorial plaques in the Jewish quarter in Vilnius and also in other cities. This is how our virtual museum looks like today. You can find it by this address. And here you can find the map, and also you can see the list. I'll show you, you can find the list and you can find the objects on the map. And we are gathering now lots of information. For example, you can open locations. What is locations? Among these locations you can find unique information which today only we have, and we are happy to make it accessible to all of you. It is a list of objects that belong to Jewish communities once, and now when the law that we were talking about was accepted in the Lithuanian government, and it was made a decision to compensate this object by sum of money. We are very glad that the director of the National Center of Registers of Lithuania presented us with this information, and we have everything that was registered in archives, all the objects. Now it is accessible for you all, so you can browse and see and find what is known today about them. You can see it here. Synagogues also, we are very glad that we had negotiated also copyright issues with the Bright book, which is called Synagogues in Lithuania, and some of them you can see here. We also made the photos by ourselves, and in order to show you how it looks today, how the synagogues look today. Also put the information about prominent figures which we find in archives, and different investigators in Lithuania also provide us with this information. One of the very also pleasant parts of our work is art exhibitions of modern painters, they are Jewish, they are working in Lithuania, and usually they are painters, their works that are very bright and interesting. They are standing at their homes or somewhere else, and nobody can see them. So today you can enter our website and see their exhibition. So our idea of the Virtual Litvaks Museum aims to create a virtual museum that will be a modern tool for preserving and sharing the heritage of Lithuanian Jews. Now, what concerns the Great Synagogue of Vilna, it is the idea, one of the central ideas of our project. And as the project is of restoration is extremely complex, we thought to start it in the internet. And now we have the idea to build at least the facade of the synagogue together, to invite Litvaks from all over the world to put bricks of this facade. But to put a brick, you need to contribute your family story or your pictures. So we invite together to make this historic investigation. The problem is that our current site is a little bit weak for this technical idea. So we are now raising funds and looking for specialists who could realize this idea. And we have task. We have an aim for ourselves till summer to make it come true. Here I write what we have done by now. It's the work done by during half of the year. We had raised funds and created an IT platform for the virtual museum. We had employed professionals who have started to collect, translate and publish relevant information, as well as negotiate use agreements with copyright holders. We had formed partnerships with Jewish organizations and museums in Lithuania and around the world, and also established contacts with the municipality of Vilnius for the development of Jewish heritage preservation projects. So we strongly believe that the Litvaks heritage cannot be left only in the past and should be investigated and should be accessible. And we are a very open organization, and we invite everyone to help us and to make this work together. This is our board members. Thank you very much for your attention.